25% off.
What would you call this color? Mauve, salmon, coral?
Pink.
You'll never not find it at Caldor.
Two local cops rescue a small New England town when they kick out big international drug dealers. If that sounds like a movie plot, that's because it is one. But as contributing correspondent Robin Young is here to tell us, it is a movie plot based on a true story.
That's right, Jane. Thank you and good morning. Central Falls, Rhode Island is only about a mile across. So when people started pouring in 1983, local detectives Mike and Rudy noticed. As they said, there's not a lot of reason to come to Central Falls, unless you'd heard it was the cocaine capital of the Northeast. And when they made their first $15 million drug bust, they knew their small town had changed.
It's a small community, crammed very tight with working people, and the large majority of whom are good, law-abiding New England folks. And we chase after the bad guys.
As Central Falls detectives, Mike White and Rudy Legenza handled everything from stolen bikes to bad streetlights. Their drug-busting budget was so small that they had to make undercover buys with their own money. So when they stumbled on a $100 million cocaine network, they made national headlines.
And it's just, it's hard to grasp. I mean, there I am, look at that. Not only on television, but I mean on big-time television.
We were told that you're the drug expert up in New England.
Yeah.
You know, now, quote, I'm a drug expert, right? Here I thought I was a Central Falls cop. Now people are saying we're drug experts.
We had a lot of people in the city at one time. We had people here with machine guns. We had a hitman from Colombia up here.
This is a block away from here. This is just, you could throw a stone from here to where this was seized.
I could stand on the roof of the police station, use a 9-iron golf club, and I could hit dope dealers' houses. And I'm a lousy golfer. We knew it was great to stake the house out. We would look out the window, and we could see the people looking back at us, and we would wave to them, and they would wave back to us.
And it always fascinated me how they could find this place.
Actually, Central Falls found them. In the early 1970s, hard-working Colombians were recruited to work in the town's failing textile mills. They were followed by other Colombians who also saw this as a land of opportunity to sell cocaine. The first thing Mike and Rudy noticed was the out-of-town license plates.
Like, why don't you take a swing down Dexter, will you? I missed a plate there before. There was a Florida car down there.
Then the kids exchanging paper bags of cash for $10,000 money orders at local banks. And the 12-year-old girls trading sexual favors for cocaine. They knew they were onto something big, but colleagues told them they were watching too much Miami Vice.
Had you ever said in your career, stop or I'll shoot, it's the police?
Once. I said it once, and when I realized how silly it sounded, I never did it again.
Do you own any pastel suits or drive a convertible?
No, my whole winter wardrobe probably cost about $20.
There's Mr. IQ. There he is.
It hurt sometime, and it really did hurt. I'm sure it bothered Mike, because I know it did, because, you know, there's no secrets. People see a Don Johnson driving in a Ferrari or a Corvette. I see myself go to the bathroom in an empty coffee cup inside the car.
And fighting with Mike over the radio.
You know, yes. Mike likes Bob Dylan. I like Motown music. One stakeout, I must have listened to every Bob Dylan tape that was ever invented. After 6 hours, I wanted to go to the drug dealer's house. I wanted to bang on the door and say, please, do something so we can move, either leave...
It would take a full-length movie to tell how they finally did it. And in fact, Warner Brothers is planning one. But their work paid off at a price.
Our house was machine gunned a block away, and our kids weren't allowed to leave the backyard.
Rudy was a bachelor, but Mike had to move his family because of death threats. They sacrificed a lot, and it was hard for Mike's wife, Tona, to hear about the thousands of dollars in recovered drug money he gave back.
The coat in the back seat, and there was $115,000 in the coat. And I couldn't get up the stairs fast enough to say, I got it, I got it. And we took it away from the bad guys.
In your mind, has it all been worth it?
I don't know if it has or not. I've seen a lot go out of him.
And he gave back the $115,000.
He did. He gave back $115,000.
We're two local cops, Mike and Rudy, and we go along and do our local cop kind of thing.
When I go home at night, I'm satisfied.
We got them on the run. And if you can get the big guys on the run, boy, that's a great accomplishment.
By the way, Mike and Rudy's most satisfying case had nothing to do with cocaine. They once solved the murder of a childhood girlfriend on their own time. And as Rudy says, that's not the stuff that people make movies about.
Sure it is. Thank you, Rob.